Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Gigi and this is Gigi's Planner Room, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I keep track of my finances. I'm going to be sharing with you all the sheets that I use. These are sheets that I created for myself and I've been using them for many years and they have been working for me. When I say many years, I mean like 5+ years. Some have been a lot longer than that and they have been working great for me. So while I'm showing you, I'll be talking to you about what I'm showing you and how I use it. Hopefully it's for your benefit, and if you think it's something that it will help you out, don't forget to visit my website gigisplannerroom.com. I will leave you the link in the comments below so you can also take advantage of these sheets and organize yourself better. This planner that you see right here, this is my personal planner that I use for my finances. Sorry, that was my phone. Anyways, this is the planner that I use for my finances. So this is from the Teeny Florals collection, Happy Planner. I didn't want to buy any of these collections, but then when I saw it and I saw my friend Lara from Plan with Lara, she had it. I think she bought the sticker book and she was showing it and I just like, oh my god, I don't want to spend money, but I had to go and get the sticker book and I saw the planner. It was on a good price, so I also bought it too. So once you open my planner, here I have an envelope where I have money saved, and here's another envelope where I have money saved. So let me tell you about this first. This is gonna be a kind of long video, so please bear with me. Hopefully it's informative and you like it and enjoy it. So here I decided to save 90% of the $5 bills that I get. I didn't have a purpose for them yet when I started saving it, but I said I'm just gonna save it just to see. And I started in March 28th of 2022, so I don't really use cash. I don't really carry cash with me. Sometimes I do have like emergency money, but that's it. And I said, you know what, whenever I pay cash, if I do, then I'll just keep the $5 and then, you know, save the $5 and then use the rest. So I'm going to count this with you guys just to see how much money I have. Today, like I showed you, is June 19th. I'll show you again. You can see there, it's Sunday, June 19th. And I started in March 28th. So from March 28th to today, let's see how much money I have here saved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have $100 just saving $5 bills. So that's not so bad. I don't have a purpose yet, but I was thinking maybe I can just buy anything that I want for my planners. I can just use that money to buy, and I don't have to use my account. That's why I put the sticker here. Use this money for planner items. And then in here, I don't know how much money I have, but my friend Sannia from Little Annabelle's Plans, she was saving her dollar bills. Whatever dollar bills had the first letter of her name, her daughter's name, and her husband's name. So I said, what a cool idea. I don't know where she got it from, but I thought it was a cool idea, something fun to do. No purpose for it, but it was something fun to do. So I decided to save all the dollar bills that have the letter G. So let's see how much money I have. I started the same day, March 28th, saving the dollar bills. So let's see how much money I have since then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have $14 here and $100 on the other one. So that's $114 just for fun. So that's kind of cool to have and to know. So that money is just sitting there. Not sure when I'm going to use it. I'm not sure what for I'm going to use it, but it's there. And then here, this is the beginning of my planner. This is here because this one has just the monthlies that I don't use. So I just put them together so I can just pass them quick. So in here, I have some of the sheets that I use. I keep blank ones in the front, so I'll show you a little bit what they are. This is where I write my weekly budget. and then how much money I need for the budget and how much money I really spent. And this is for each week of the month. And then at the end, of course, then I add my budgets right here at the end, the total ones for the month. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably 5 if we have 5 weeks in that month. And then I write my amounts here, and I will give you more detailed information on this if you're interested, because all of these sheets that you're going to be seeing, I have them all on my website. And if you don't see them yet, they will be there soon. So that's to keep track of your budget for the whole month in one sheet, but by week. This one right here is the one that I use. I think you're gonna be seeing this, how I use it on my planner. So I can keep track of how much money we're spending on a weekly basis for bills, food, fuel, planner items, personal stuff, and other items. And then total deposit, total money spent, and my balance, you know, subtracting my spends from my deposits for the week. And then that's how I just keep track of things on a weekly basis. I just come in here, and when I don't have any more, just come in here, just cut them off and just stick them to my sheet. You're gonna see how I do it. These are just extra stickers I have. This is something that I used to use before. I don't use it anymore. This is just any ideas and things that I want to do. This is a sheet. I don't have this on my website yet. Let me know if you would like to have it. These are things that you can keep track of if you're not sure what to do or what to keep track of. These are things that you can keep track of. This one, I got some of this information from Pinterest. So you can also find this on Pinterest. And then here, I don't use this one because I actually do it in the computer. I have it on Excel, but I'll give you a close-up. So this is an actual checkbook. You can write the year, the month. So here you can see the category that you're gonna use it for. Let's say food, fuel, bills. So you can write that in here, so whenever you're doing your math, then it's easier for you to find whatever you're looking for, and I have to be looking at one at a time. If you write a check, which we hardly do now, but if you write a check, you can write it in here, the date, because you have it here by month. Then all you have to do is just write the date. You don't need the whole thing because you already have the year in here. The transaction, who it was for. Here, if you have any confirmation numbers. Here is the money that you paid. This one is in Spanish. Here is your check mark once the money got into the bank. Any deposits, and then your balance. So this is just your regular checkbook. I just did it on Excel, so I can add a category here. The way that I have it on Excel, I have it exactly the same way, but on Excel, I'm able to sort it by whatever I want depending on the category. But if you don't know how to work Excel, then this sheet works fine. I was using this sheet for about 2 years before I decided to do it on Excel, and I was only using it for my personal stuff, for nothing else. So it worked out great for me. It helped me keep track of things, see it better than the little notebook that you get from the checkbooks. So this worked great for me. This is going to be also on my website. Of course, the logo will be different. This one right here, this one works great because you can keep track of, by categories, you can keep track of your bills and when they're due. So you're gonna be seeing this on the website, bills and due dates, and these are the bills that the company has, and this is the due date. These are the bills that I have, and then these are the due dates. This one here I really like using because I use this at the end of the month. So here I write how much money I spent on bills, how much money I spent on food, gas, and personal items, and then I have a few lines just for any other category that I want to see. Maybe something that I see that we're spending a lot of money on, for example, Amazon. So I can just put Amazon in here and how much money did we spend on Amazon for the month. This way you can keep track of how much money you're actually spending and see where you need to slow down. or if it's fair, the money that you're spending. So this will help you see on a monthly basis. Then you add your amounts, you write the total in here. Then here you add your deposits, see if you're spending more than what you're receiving, and then your balance here, and then any comments at the bottom. This is a no spending tracker. This is working great for me. For the month of April, I spent money on planners because my problem is planners. I spent a lot of money on planner items. So I wanted to keep track of how much money or how many times I was buying planner items. So out of 30 days, I only bought 3 days. I only spent money on 3 days of the month. So out of 30, I only spent money on 3 days. That's not so bad. In here, I was writing down what I was getting, like on the 9th, which is right here. I got 2 sets of dividers for $3 each. So I'm spending money, but it's not crazy money. That's $6. So that's not so bad. On the 29th is this one. I bought 2 sticker books for $4 each. So that's $8. It's not crazy money, but I still want to see what I was buying and how many times I'm spending money on planners. On the 14th, I forgot what that was, so I didn't write it down. For May, only on the 6th was the only day that I spent money because that's the rainbow bundle from Mojo Jojo Plans was coming out. So that's the only money that I spent, but the rest of the month I didn't spend any money on planners. So that means I was doing better, even though I spent more money, but it was less things or less days. Here is for the month of June. So today is June 19th, which is right here. So that means I can color all of them because I have not bought any planner items the entire month so far. So this I will need to do. So that's that. I got off the line a little bit, but it doesn't matter. This is just for me to see how much money I'm spending on planners or not. And then this is for the month of July. So hopefully by the time you guys see this video, all this is purple and most of these ones are too. Even though there are some stuff that are coming out for August, the new planners, they're organizing planners from Happy Planner. Can't remember the name. And I'm interested in looking at them to see if it's something that I would like. So we'll see what happens in July. This sheet right here is where I keep track of my credit cards. So for example, this was my TJ Maxx credit card. The minimum payment was $27. The finance charge was $12. My cycle for the credit card was 28 days. And the date due, it was on the 17th. So I started with $522.39. My minimum payment was $27. So on April 8th, I gave $300, and then on that leaves me $222.39. I didn't spend any money, so I didn't check what the minimum was after that. But on May 10th, I paid the balance, which it was $257.16. So 222 plus minus the 257. Let's see. 257.16 minus 222.39. So they charge me, even though the finance charge says it was $12, they actually charged me $34.77 from April 8th to May 10th. So that was my balance due. I can't remember if I bought something or not, but that was my balance due when I paid it off. And then I just got rid of that credit card because my finances is to get rid of bills. I mean, not bills, because bills we have to pay in every month, but to get rid of all the debt that we have. We were able to accomplish that in May, June. So we had a lot of debt and we were able to accomplish that. I will be showing you. And we want to keep it that way. If I use a credit card, make sure that I pay it for the following month or not past 2 months without paying it. So I want to make sure that I stay on a lower amount, lower than the $500 that I have spent here. This is another credit card that I have. And my minimum payment was $48. Finance charge was $32.94. 30 days on my cycle, and it was on the 27th. I started with $1,486.78, and then I didn't write it down. I should write that down. I made a payment of $100, and then that brought me down to $1,419.12. But this card has been paid off, so right now I actually have a positive balance of $32. So I actually have $32 extra that I can spend, and my credit card still has a zero balance because I overpaid. I tend to do that sometimes. My Apple, I owed $1,600. I paid $125. It went up to $1,700 because I added some stuff, and this was paid off, but I used it again. So I gotta restart this sheet again for Apple because I bought myself another iPad, and I think I bought the JoJo stickers with the Apple card, and I think I bought something else with it. So now I gotta pay that off. But this was paid off, so now I gotta do a second one. This is how the actual sheet will look like with my logo. This is the correct logo that you're gonna have. For this BJ's card, my minimum was $107. I didn't like that they were charging the $72 for the finance charge. So I owed $3,400 in the account, and we paid that off in May. That's why you see May 24th, I paid that off, that amount. And I made a payment. It went out to $3,300. We paid it off in May, and that's it for that. I think we used it again for food, and we're about to pay that off also because of course it wasn't a lot. So that's also it's supposed to be now a zero balance once I make my payment for June, and then it will be paid off for the second time. And then this is what the sheet will look like once you see it on the website. So like that, you can keep track of your credit cards. I also have another one that doesn't have credit cards in here, but it will be blank, and then you can write whatever loan it is that you owe that you want to get rid of, and then, you know, take your steps until you pay it off. And then the date that you paid it off last, or your last payment, then you can just put the date here, and then maybe do what I did, pay it off, and then you know that, oh, what a relief, it's paid off, I don't have to deal with it anymore. This sheet right here is the one that I use to keep track of the monies coming in and out for each month. And the reason why you see the different colors is because it's every quarter. So this is the money for the month of, for the first quarter of the month. This is April. I have to do May, and then of course we're still in June. So these are my positive and negative monies because I don't get paid on a consistent basis because I work for my husband. So my payment comes and goes because I'm the one that pays myself. But this is what the sheet will look like for you. I do have to make that smaller. I think I did already. But this is what the sheet looks like for you, and then you can see your totals at the end of the year. For this one here, these are your monthly bill payments. So these are the list of my bills, and every month this is the money that I've been paying on a monthly basis. This way I know if my payment is increasing or decreasing, or if my charge is increasing or decreasing. For example, I have Netflix. I was paying in January $14.99, February stayed the same, but then March went up to $16.60. So this, looking at it in here, will help me know if they're charging me more money, because a lot of these accounts, they come out automatically out of my account. So this way I know if it's increasing, if I need to adjust my budget or not. For example, for Netflix, I do need to adjust my budget. For example, for Netflix, I do need to adjust my budget because it went up almost $2. And then this is part 2. I have it for the entire year. This is part 2. I have it for the entire year. I just have January to June in here, and your next page is July to December in here. this one right here is my savings. I don't, like I mentioned, I don't use my money cash. I don't have it cash in my house, so I keep everything in the bank. So I have one savings account, but the money that I have in my savings, I have different categories for it. So this is my account, how much money I have in there. These are the different items that I have for that money. So because my planner tribe and I want to go wild. If you don't know who my planner tribe is, I leave you the information in the comments below. Don't forget to check that. We want to go wild. I think it's in 2024. So we're trying to save money for it. I do need to update that. But I'm saving money for Go Wild. I'm also saving money here for planner items. So besides the $100 that I already have in cash, I have $33 here for planner items. And then this is for anything else. So as you can see, every dollar that I have on my savings is going to something. So if you add up all this money, you'll have this amount right here. And that's how I keep track of my money. Instead of having it cash at the house, I just keep it in the bank and keep track of it on a sheet of paper. This also will be on my website. And you can print as many as you want, because if you have, like for my son, he has, I think it's 4 or 5 different categories. So he has 2 sheets with the one savings tracker. So he's tracking different things on his sheet for his money. And then that's it. That's all I'm going to show you for the sheets for now. Here is how I keep track of my money. I'll show you May because this is the most recent one, because I'm still in June right now. So for May, because I paid the bills every Friday, I make a list of what I need to pay every Friday. It doesn't matter what day of the week the bill is due, I pay it on Friday. This way I'm always ahead of the game. Sometimes I'm 2 weeks ahead, but it's better to be ahead than to be late. Or to be like right on time. You never want to be right on time with the bill. You always want to pay ahead of time. So every day I do the checkbooks, because I have so many that I have to do. I do it on every day. And then like once a week, once every 2 weeks, I do the planners. So for the first week of May, I didn't spend any money besides food. And this is other expenses that is not part of this list right here, if you can see here in the corner. So anything else it goes at the bottom. So this is how much money I spent for the first week of May. For the second week of May, on Tuesday, all these bills went in. This is when I started paying things off. So I think it was that day that I paid off. I paid off Macy's, then I paid off the TJ Maxx on Tuesday. And then we transfer some money to other accounts that we have. And here I bought some stuff at Joann's, but it was not planner related. It was just for the house. I spent money on food on Thursday. Friday I spent money on food, and then the extra money I just put other expenses, $6. Saturday other expenses, and then Sunday also food. So when I come in here on bills, it was a total of $305. On food, it was a total of $116. Nothing for gas, nothing for planners, nothing for personal items, and other expenses, which are the ones that I put at the bottom, it was $110. And then total deposit was $1,800. Total spent $531, and my balance was $1,200. So this is how I keep track on a weekly basis of the money that's coming in and out of the account. So this $531 is adding this up. That's the amount. And then I subtract the money spent from the deposits, and then that's my balance, which is quote unquote savings, or the money that I need to use for the following week to pay my bills. Third week of the month, I pay one bill on Monday, or the bill on Monday went in because I paid every Friday. Then the bill for Wednesday went in. I got gas on Friday. I transfer money to another account. money went into the account, money went out of the account, money went out of the account, and this is another bill. So in here again, I check all my bills. I always do either the circle or a square. That's how I know it's a bill. So then I can just add them up and see what was the total amount for the bills for the week. No money on food. I spent $58 in gas. No money on planners or personal items, and other expenses were $62. Deposit was $10.16. And this right here was $336, and then I have to subtract the $336 from the deposits, and that's my amount for savings or future payments that I need to do. And the same thing here. So that's how I keep track of my bills for the week and the things that I have to pay. As you can see, I don't really decorate anything because this is strictly for my finances. And instead of writing things anywhere, I just created the sheet that I showed you at the beginning right here. And I just cut that around it and I just put it in here, and then that's where I keep track of all my things. And that's how I stay organized with my bills. Having no cash with me, everything stays in the bank, everything gets paid online, or it gets taken out automatically. At the end of the month, then these are my bills. So I just go to every week and I add up my bills. So there I didn't have anything. 305 plus 215. I got cut off because I was talking too much, but I'll go back and explain because I don't know how much it was filmed. But in order for me to see how much money I spent for the month, then I go back to every week and I add every category separately. So for example, the bills, I do the 305, 215, and 6,900. I add all that up for bills only, and I put my amount right here. I go back and add up how much money was spent on food for the month, and I put it here, and same thing with the other categories. And then this is how much money I spent the entire month. This is how much money went in for the entire month, and then this is my balance. This money that went in is because we got the money from the taxes, so we put some of that money or all of it in my account so we can pay off all this debt. And that's how we paid off all the debt, and we are in the clear, starting with zero again. The only things that we owe, of course, is our cars, and that's it, and the house. And that's how I keep track of all my bills on a monthly basis, a weekly basis. Here you can see how I just did my budget for the month of June. So these are things that I need to do on a weekly basis. So my budget for the week, and then how much money I actually spent for the week. So for example, this one, my budget was $330, but I only spent $327. So I have a few dollars extra for the following month to spend on whatever or to pay a bill. And then at the end of the month, this is what I have for each week and how much money I actually need to pay the bills for that month. And then here, once the month is over, because the month is not over, then I'll just put how much money we actually spent on the budget. So I always like to over budget to make sure that we have that extra money, because it helps you. If you need the extra money, it's already there and you don't have to rebudget anything. So that actually helps. And if you have any money left, then you can just put it to your savings and assign it to something else. So that's how I keep track of my budget and my sheets. I hope this is something that you actually enjoyed and that you learned something. Don't forget that all these sheets, I will have them all on my website. This will help you stay organized with your finances. You don't have to have the cash. You don't have to have the cash envelopes if you don't want to. If you want to, and if you feel better that way, then great, more power to you. But if you don't like to keep cash at home, or you don't like doing the cash envelopes because you like to have everything in the bank, then this is the best way that I've been able to keep track of everything that we have in the bank and what is assigned to. If you have any questions about it, you can always leave me a comment below, or if you want to have a more private conversation, you can also send me a message through Instagram, and I can help you the best way that I can with the sheets that I have on the website. Again, is gigisplannerroom.com. I'll leave you the link on the comments below. and you can see all the sheets in there. If you have any questions for any sheets, just send me a message and I will happy explain them to you so you can use them and it will be for your benefit. And like that, you can pay off your debt just like we did. This is all for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you decide to subscribe. I will try to add more videos about finances and YouTube organization videos, and of course my planners if possible. And I will see you on my next video. Adios.